Hey y'all, back in the saddle again. There's some soybeans mixed in my squash. It'll be alright. Lord willing, we're fixing to finish up. Got my modified corn drum on here. And we got a couple inches of rain the other day, or over the course of a couple of days, and that field that I started, I don't know if anything come up or how much came up. That's going to kind of mess me up, because for my no-till squash, I really like to plant it. I spray it down with Roundup a couple weeks before I plant to burn down the cover crop. I come through and plant, and I like to immediately spray it with Reflex. Well, I usually put in Gramoxone to burn off any weeds that are there, and then I'll hit it with Reflex, Dual Magnum, Command, and Curbit. Put a pretty extensive herbicide package on my no-till squash. And the reason for all of those chemicals and all that money is, if you got weeds, you're not going to have a crop. And I've had problems in the past when I didn't put enough pre-emergent down, that I just had a crop get completely overrun by weeds. So I have kind of learned the hard way that you really need to put down some good pre-emergence up front. And so that's the way I do it now, and it works really good. But in the last video where I was planting no-till squash, shoot, that's been a week ago, and it rained since then. And if those 2 blocks of spaghetti that I've got planted over there are up, I'm kind of out of luck on those. I can't really spray any pre-emerge if the crop's up. Now if it came up, if I got 25% germination or something, probably just going to replant it and come back over and spray and kill what's there. But we'll have to assess it when we get over there, see if we got anything up or not. Let's get down the road and get these squash in the dirt. Alright, well, here's the dilemma: to spray the whole field or not to spray the whole field. You can see that little guy right there, he's broke open, poking out, putting root down, hasn't started turning up yet. Same thing right here, he's thinking about turning up, coming out to see the sunshine. And then there is this. So if I come through with my pre-emerge, there's a fair amount of squash up right now. And this really makes me kind of sick, because I just know how bad it gets. Because this crap right here, you can't hardly kill it with good herbicides, and this junk will take over. But I've got a fair amount of squash up. Right there, there, there. Most places in the field it looks like my squash is either the spaghetti is up, or like those seeds I just showed you, they're broke open and fixing to come up. And I really don't know. Don't know what to do. I guess I'm not going to spray pre-emerge because it wouldn't take that much time to replant this, but might not get as good a stand next time with the replant as I did this go round. Seed's not that expensive, but it's still probably a couple $100 worth of seed here that I would lose if I replanted and came back and pre-emerge sprayed. And also another thing to consider is all the squash that are still under the ground right now that hadn't popped up. Pre-emerge ain't gonna kill them. That's a good thing. But I would say probably 40% of the squashing that are planted here are out of the dirt. So 60% population. If I get a good stand with this next planting, potentially have 160% population. That would be way, way too thick for squash. It would probably dramatically affect the size of them. When they crowd out, the fruit tend to get smaller, and some buyers like for their spaghetti to be 3 to 6 pounds. Some people will take them smaller than that, but that's gonna make a big impact on their size if I get them way too thick like that. So I guess we will leave this the way it is now. I wish I'd have planted the whole darn field and sprayed it last week, but can't make a right call every time. Just do the best, make the best decision we can with the information we have at hand. This is planting so much better than the last time I tried this, and it's pretty cool. Even though these seeds are spaced so far apart, it's amazing how easy it is to find them. The hardest part is finding the first one. You can see I had to scratch for a little bit before I found the first one. Once you find one, 6 foot, halfway in between. There's going to be another around about right here. There they are. About 1.5 to 2 inches deep. That's good. Take advantage of some moisture. Way for me to do this is going to be to plant the small quantities first, and then I can fill the field up with the larger quantities, because I don't want to plant a specific amount of something, run out of seed, and have to go back to planting a different variety. That'd be kind of aggravating. Son of a gun. All that seed's hung up. this Hubbard, it ain't even gonna take a whole block to get it planted. Well, got it knocked out. That is a pretty long day when you combine the poly planter and then 8 acres with this, like 4 acres with the poly planter changing seeds 8 or 10 times, and then 12 acres with this changing seeds 5 times because I went back to spaghetti squash. But yeah, got it knocked out, done with winter squash for 2021. Now I've got to clean the planter out, go put in one last planting of sweet corn. I think if I can find some more seed, we might plant another patch, but the seed's getting pretty scarce here. Well, it's Memorial Day actually, but I'll show you what little something else we got going on here. The guys put this together today. I don't know if you've been to the farm, you've seen our greenhouse was in pretty bad disrepair. The wind, we had a bad windstorm last spring, ripped the plastic off of it, so we decided to totally revamp it, and that's what we're in the process of. That's what the boys have been working on today. They got the shutters in, the door in this end. I've got to put the motors, I've got to get everything wired, put the motors on the louvers for that end, hang a thermostat on the wall, get the fan and louvers wired into that. The track was already down the sides. I'm very thankful that I bought this lumber before lumber got so stupid expensive. These 2x8s, I don't know what they would cost now. You want to go with 2x8s for your baseboards because 2x8s are treated for below ground. 2x6s are not. They will rot. They're good if you put them up here, not touching the dirt. Yeah, they got the track on the bows. Shoot, they left a gap in that one. Fan is in this end, ready to go. And yeah, we're gonna get this sucker covered here in a few weeks. I'll make a video on that. But anyway, I'm gonna plant a little sweet corn, and I'm gonna call this video done right here. So y'all, I appreciate y'all watching, and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you hadn't already. I would appreciate that. Leave a comment, ask a question, and I will see you guys next time.